Hey, goats. So last night I put more than the usual goats in the kidding room. So we have 3 extra does in there. So I really wanted to see how they filled. So they didn't have a full 12 hours. They maybe had 10 hours, but it's still a pretty good indication of how they're going to look when they are completely filled. So find my tripod. I know these babies are hungry for milk. Good morning, babies. Is your head okay? I just butted them yesterday. I don't know where the tripod is. Oh, you okay? You okay? Maybe it's out here. And it is. Good morning, Gracie. We're getting ready to go to co-op, so yes, I am earlier than usual. I'm getting ready to milk some goats. Hi, Willow. So I just butted babies yesterday, and tomorrow morning, one of Chocolate Chip's, oh goodness, kids is going to their new home. So in addition to, he had already been disbutted, but I went ahead and tattooed him. I microchipped him, and then I gave him a CDT vaccine. So I'm not sure if he even likes me anymore. He seemed like he was pretty over it by the 3rd poke. Hey, goats. Willow, did you see that Sage and Licorice were separated all night? So we've been talking about getting a fill on some of these ladies because I have our local show coming up. I don't really know who to take. It's kind of hard to tell who to take when you haven't seen them completely full. So last night they were out, and I figured it's as good a time as any to just go ahead and leave them separate. Okay. Okay, who's first? I'm not a baby. You can't milk you guys. Oh. Does Sage like to be milked, Willa? Okay. Babies are ready to be milked. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, human. I don't know how many are in here. I have 67 goats right now, so there's quite a few more. Good morning, was Getsi Das. I'm not sure how to say your name. Hi from Russia. Hello. Petya. Oh, thank you. They are cute. They're kind of rotten. Where's your medial, Miss Sage? Oh, goodness. You know, you have the kids. You keep them for years. You finally freshen them. This is Sage full with a 10-hour fill, so she's quite full. And they actually have the same dam, but different sires. She had twins. She's on a second freshening. She had quads. So this is actually a nice comparison because they are so closely related. You see the udder height here is higher than on Sage. And neither one actually has a very good medial, but do you see how Sage's comes down in the middle? At least hers is flat with a tiny little cleft. You see definitely more capacity on this doe, but she did have quads, so she's gonna have to make more milk. Honestly, my favorite thing about these two goats is their general appearance. I'm not really blown away by either others on either one, but compared to their dam, it is an improvement. Does she stand to be milked? Sage's hair looks so nice compared to Hazel's. Will she kick? No, we're not going to do this. Hey, how are you doing this? So Sage is not normally on the milk crew, but while she's up here, she's going to get some milking practice. I'm not going to milk her all the way out. She's still got her twin does to feed. But it's good for them to be used to being milked out. So she can stand here while I at least practice milking for a few minutes. Eat your feed. She actually has pretty nicely sized teats.
Yeah.
Sage.
Stop it.
Where did the wipes go? Put Sage back out or feed the main pen. I don't really know about Sage. I'm kind of torn on whether or not to keep her. Ah, Willow! We had an escapee before we could see any udder full of milk. Good girl. Licorice is actually very sweet about being milked.
Yeah.
She is a first freshener. So again, not a ton of capacity here, especially compared to Hazel.
It's
You're
not as
seeing
full as
much
it
more
was
capacity.
one time.
But
Sometimes she was.
beautiful attachments.
Yeah.
Beautiful teat size and shape and placement. Actually, Minnie doesn't have terrible attachments either. So you're not seeing as much width to the top of the rear udder, but probably one of our best first freshener udders, to be honest. That's not her doe kid, is it? It's Minnie's.
Yeah.
out because she also has 2 doe kids that are probably waiting for their morning milk. They're getting pretty old. Hazel's hair actually looks really bad right now, so I'm not sure what's going on. I dosed her with copper. However, I'm thinking she might need zinc. So I'll probably start to give her zinc. These are actually a really nice size teat. Oh, first freshener. Yeah, freshening is when they have their kids. So first freshener, typically if you see them online, they'll put it as FF. It means it's their first time having kids. And a lot of times you can't judge a first freshening udder too harshly because they can actually change a lot by the next time they freshen. Licorice. Can you get me some more deep palm? Yeah. Why are you kicking me?
Licorice.
So she actually kidded in January, so she's 2 months fresh. I love her teat shape and size, and what they actually call teat delineation, which is how separated the teat is from the actual body of the udder. So you know, some teats, like if they become blown, it's kind of like an extension of the udder. There's no separation. The teat's like really wide at the top. Licorice has really nicely shaped teats, nice size of teats, and really nice delineation to her teeth. I honestly think she has one of my favorite first freshening udders. Good morning, are you ready to eat? Yes, you are so hungry. Babies are so hungry.
Yes, but you can knock it first.
Maybe we should separate them,
Yeah, every night.
So since I've been bottle feeding the triplets since Easy passed, I have been needing more and more goat's milk. It's on your face. So I might be milking more goats in the morning. Since their kids are getting pretty old at this point, they're getting near 10 weeks. Some of them are over. Some of them I think are 12 weeks. So they're eating a lot of grain. I need pancake and nutmeg.
Okay.
And I don't know what's going on with Pancake. She's been milking since she had Mocha. Since she didn't want to take him. But she started to kind of slow down on how much she's giving. So I'm like, you better not be drying up. We're just getting ready to enter show season, which she's not really a competitive show goat, but yeah, some people don't like new people to milk them. So I didn't milk any of those goats out fully because they still have their doe kids on them, so I left some milk for the does. Usually they give about 2 cups. I'm not sure how many milliliters that is. Yeah, about 500. I miss Pancake. Pancake's turning into quite the chunky mess. And look, she's not even full. So for dairy goats, they have a thing called will to milk, where they want to see a goat that puts her feed into making a lot of milk and not just packing on excess pounds. But I feel like maybe Pancake does not have as much will to milk as some of the others. Like a doe, like I have a doe named Tiny, and the more you feed her, the more milk she makes. Like she puts everything into it. Pancake, I don't know, she makes it fit into her life. Oh, buddy, you jumped down. Okay, you were barely drinking. You're just sitting there. Let me milk Pancake so your brother can have some milk. I've been trying to give the babies only goat's milk, but with us keeping so many kids this year, it's been like they've been drinking it all. And Chocolate Chip, which is Pancake's daughter, she has like triplet bucks on her. I actually needed her to slim down a little because she was like the heaviest goat in the whole herd at 1 year old. So I've left all the triplet bucks on her. And now one of them's going to their new home tomorrow, so hopefully she keeps milking, or I can pull her out and make sure that she's empty every night or morning. Sorry, that has a lot of milk foam in it though. Okay, Miss Pancake. Get on the stand. You're here, you're ready. It's so much easier when they're trained and they're ready to go. I will say Pancake has a beautiful fore udder. Probably one of the smoothest fore udders that I've seen in my herd anyway. I did milk, I think they were milked a little bit later, so it's not like a full 12 hours. You're eating my face. This easy baby. The new baby. You're being evicted, sir. are you out? But I feel like if I could mix the parts of different goats together, we could make like a very, very nice goat. Fortunately, not possible. There's always things that you'll like and wish you could trade on them. There you are, Nutmeg. Are you finally ready for your bottle? So we went to Ag Day yesterday at the fairgrounds. Willow and her cousin Josie presented to like 20 groups of third graders and talked about dairy goats. What?
But she walks around, okay, she's limping, but she walks around and it's like,
Which foot?
I believe it's like front right. Yeah.
So Happy is pregnant. Willow said she was limping on her front right foot. So anytime a goat that's pregnant starts limping, I believe it's pregnancy toxemia that you have to look out for. She's eating really well. She seems very vigorous, so it might be something with her hoof. Are you full? So since we're at co-op all day, my husband will come out and feed them for their midday feeding, which is usually around 2 to 3 o'clock. So if they don't drink all the milk, and I have some extra from Nutmeg, then they can have goat's milk for the midday feeding too. They're still not eating a ton. They're not like Mocha. Mocha would down a whole 16-ounce bottle by himself. But anyway, Ag Day, we took Chiquita. She's right here. So she got petted by all the kids, and a lot of the kids held her too, so. I took like a dog carrier for her and the other little baby. It was actually a buckling. But then they started jumping on top of the carrier and trying to escape into the other pens. And they were not being super cooperative for Ag Day. But they did let all the kids hold them. Hey, Miss Pancake. Good girl. Why do they need this stand? Happy, let's look at your hoof. Hey Willow, can you check on Pumpkin? What? Can you check on Pumpkin?
Yeah.
I don't know, her hoof looks pretty normal, so I don't know why she would be limping unless she just did something to her foot. It doesn't feel hot, it's not swollen. She jumped up on this milk stand. feet actually look good. Meg, you ready to be milked? Nisha is going to be 6. She actually looks really good this year. Man, you're done. Hey, kickers. Where's your ramp? I feel like this milk stand's a little bit high for some of the older does, especially problem with getting the ramp out is that the babies think that the ramp is for them to have fun on. Okay, Nutmeg, we can come up the ramp, hon. Nutmeg. I don't know what is going on with Nutmeg, but she doesn't like to be milked. Doesn't like anyone eating out of her feed while she's being milked. It makes her very crotchety. Okay, I will remove all the other goats, man. Katie, stop. You're gonna make her grouchy. Sir. Babies know that if you're milking, they're getting milk soon, and they get really crazy. Okay, no, you get down too. Chiquita's in here fighting all the new babies, even though she's like, I don't know, 10 weeks old, 8 weeks old. Let's see, she was born on February 13th. So she was 8 weeks old yesterday? Nutmeg, stop. Nutmeg's gonna be 7 years old in May. Should not be being kicked by a 7-year-old doe. Ma'am. Can you stop kicking so I can just milk you out and can be done? take like a 2-minute job, doesn't it? I don't feel like having her spill the little milk she's giving, so I'm dumping it into the bottle. You're not even that full. What have you been doing? Yes. Well, that makes being very tested. Stop it. Nutmeg. She doesn't want to be milked.
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg. Stop. Actually, last Friday was a week since I sold her kid. So I feel like by now she should be like fine with being back on the milk stand. Okay, I'm not leaving milk. It'll get empty. Meg, I have many complaints about you right now. Okay, tea and water.
What is it?
Tea and water.
Yeah, they do have water.
Happy's hoof looks fine. Her ankle feels fine. I don't know what it is. Let me get her in.
Or can I go in and get ready?
I'm going to
Okay. What's your way to choke
Are they locked?
No, she's just on the roll.
Are you full? So this little doe is quite a bit smaller than her brothers, so I usually give her a couple chances to eat. How do I make it up to them? Honestly, a lot of goats like to be milked. Not sure what's going on with Nutmeg. So it's not like painful for them to be milked. Actually, for a lot of them, it probably feels better than being full of milk. Go down the ramp, go down the ramp. Okay. Happy. So she does seem like her front foot is bothering her. I'll probably give her her some Banamine. See, when they're getting milked, they get their own feed can. They're not having to share with everyone else. Usually that's why a lot of them like getting up there. A lot of it comes down to genetics. I have like a line of does that are just, the first time you put them on the milk stand, they're just ready to be milked. They stand there, they don't mind, they're excited to get out, they'll stand at the gate waiting. And then you have other lines and it doesn't matter what you're doing with them. You could just be getting them out for extra snacks and brushes, but they don't want to do anything. So I've been actually making some of our cuts based on behavior because I don't feel like chasing goats. I don't feel like fighting with goats. Nutmeg is 7 years old. She's never regularly been on like a milk string. So that's my fault. I should have started it years ago. She's also the herd queen, so sometimes like if you're standing at the gate and she decides she wants out, she will just try to knock you down to get out. So the one shape of Revy's back hook drives me absolutely bonkers. So I keep trimming it and reshaping it. So I keep trying to reshape her back hoof. It's Good morning, Abby. How are you doing? They can. If you've been around them a lot, you kind of realize that they're They're intelligent. They're also really stubborn a lot of times. And if they don't do something, it's not because they're like scared or they're hurt. They just don't feel like doing it. They can be, honestly, to me, I feel like they're a lot like cats. They're just so curious and nosy all the time that a lot of times if they get hurt, it's because they were doing something that you would never imagine that they would do. So a lot of times you can tell if they're in pain just by a change in behavior, like the way they hold their ears or the way their tail looks. If you're around them a lot, you can like just immediately pick up on it because you just seen them act normally so many times. Cinnamon, I don't know what's going on with her hair. It looks really bad right now. So I've been giving her a hair supplement and she gets really mad about it. But this is little baby Clove. Look how cute. She's so soft and fluffy. She's a buckskin. She's got frosted ears. But her little... Are you feeling okay, Taffy? Her little sister has no frosted ears. So this is Olive. Olive and Clove. You can see frosted ears, no frosted ears. So Cinnamon is the only one with my herd name that's had triplet dose. I'm doing okay, Abby. Are you still bottle feeding? Oh, hi, Toilet Kai. What? Willow said that Olive kind of has a big forehead, but her face is just so cute. Olive is definitely much more spunky than Clove. Yes, you went down. I know. Do you want to try the milk stand? Are you guys okay? Who's coughing? And then the black sheep of the family, their sister, Louise. Good morning. She's pretty calm and quiet. Not as crazy as her other sister. She's almost all black. Got some white on her belly. Don't want me to show off your belly? But you get some white on that side. She actually looks a lot like this baby. Easy's baby. The new babies are now enjoying the ramp like the older ones used to. It's a lot of work, Abby. Keep it up. Pretty soon they'll be weaned. Look how many black and white kids we have. Oh my goodness. Are you coming down, little ma'am? Lemon, be nice to the new babies. Oh, she bounced off. Hi, Chiquita. Lemon. I feel like Lemon's gonna be a little bit of a bully. She doesn't want anyone else on the ramp. You can see her mom up there just pushing a baby off the ramp, off the milk stand. So that's probably where she gets it. Uh-oh. Chiquita's much bigger than her, so. But Chiquita's usually pretty mild. So I'm not sure if she'll retaliate. It's so funny to me how like a little tiny newborn baby will like get up against a much bigger goat and put its ears back like it's gonna fight him. They have no concept of how big they actually are. What happened, Lemon? Did Chiquita knock you down? Guys are, oh, jumping all over my legs. These bottle babies, they just never get enough. Sorry, they keep bumping into the camera. Now you have two, Chiquita. This is Revy's buckling. He's got like a big white blaze down his nose. And then this is his sister, but she is almost all black. She just has a little white spot on her head. And there's Taffy. Good morning, Taffy. You're getting big. Taffy's one of the older kids. She was born back in January. Chiquita's really a mild doe. She doesn't usually try to beat up the babies. So as you can see, she's not really pushing them off. She's just kind of pushing them down. Oh, well, there she did. Taffy, are you being mean to the new babies? You guys are climbing all over me. Goodness. I feel like a jungle gym. Taffy. We've had 20 does this year, guys, and at this point, I'm thinking I'm going to be keeping all of them. A lot of them are from the new buck that I bought last spring, so I'm very tempted to just keep them and see what he changed, what he improved. I feel like this is our nicest kid crop yet. Oh my gosh. Now the brother has joined the fight. Okay, guys, well, I've got to go get ready to leave for co-op. Thank you for joining me on this Friday morning. Hope you all have a great Friday. If I don't see you again, have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully I catch you or run into you some other time. Bye, everyone. Bye, Abby. Bye, Alexander. Bye, human. Bye, Holly. Bye, toilet guy.